Why do you need to change your vehicle's transmission fluid every 30,000 miles? Well, automatic transmission fluid is what lubricates, cools, and cleans the internal components of the transmission. It also helps to maintain the hydraulic pressure necessary for the transmission to function. The additives in the transmission fluid can be depleted over time. The automatic transmission fluid exchange service that we perform at our dealership uses a fluid exchange machine similar to this one to exchange the old contaminated fluid in the transmission system, including the torque converter, with fresh, new transmission fluid. And while I explain the importance of what fresh transmission fluid does for your vehicle's transmission, we're going to show you what happens to a transmission when you don't change the fluid regularly. An automatic transmission creates a lot of internal heat through friction. The friction of the fluid churning inside the torque converter, friction created when the clutch plates engage, and the normal friction created by gears and bearings just carrying their loads. It doesn't take long for the automatic transmission fluid, or ATF, to heat up once the vehicle is in motion. Normal driving will cause fluid to raise temperature to over 175 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the usual temperature range at which most fluids are designed to operate. If fluid temperatures can be held to the 175 degree level, ATF will last almost indefinitely, maybe up to 100,000 miles. But if the fluid temperature goes much higher, the life of the fluid begins to plummet. The problem is, even normal driving can push the fluid temperatures well beyond safe limits. At elevated operating temperatures, ATF oxidizes, turns brown, and takes on a syrupy consistency that smells like burnt toast. As heat destroys the fluid's lubricating qualities and friction characteristics, a varnish begins to form on internal parts, such as the valve body, and that interferes with the operation of the transmission. If the temperature gets above 250 degrees Fahrenheit, the rubber seals begin to harden, which leads to leaks and pressure losses. And at higher temperatures, the transmission begins to slip, which only further aggravates overheating even more. And eventually the clutch burns out and the transmission calls it quits. The only way to repair the damage now is with an overhaul, a job which can easily run upwards of $1,500 or more on a late model front-wheel drive car or minivan, or you'd have to install a brand new transmission for several $1,000s more. We've created special pricing for our customers to take advantage of the transmission fluid exchange service for a limited time. Set an appointment online today and protect your vehicle's transmission.